Real quick before we get started with this video, please hit the like button. From the beginning, please subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. Also hit that notification bell because you will want to be alerted. I got a lot of content coming. There's a lot of content on the page. So if you're not familiar with us, check out all the other content on the page. A lot of different playlists, a lot of different stuff. Tech reviews, fitness, health, all that good stuff. A couple of things I want to ask you guys about. I've been getting into stocks lately. I encourage everybody to start getting into stocks, learning about stocks. And a lot of people don't get into stocks because they think it's complicated and all this stuff. So I found this app. It's called the Robinhood app. Link in the description. It's very easy to set up. It's very easy to get going. And when you sign up, you get a free stock and I get a free stock just for signing up. So it's definitely, I've been encouraging a lot of friends and family, just sign up. Get your first free stock, take a little bit of money, even if it's $5, buy your first stock. You don't have to if you don't want to, but buy your first stock and get started. And just know that you have some stocks and then start learning about the process, because that's what I've been doing. That's what I've done. That's what I'm doing. And I'm going to be showing you guys, sharing some of that information with you guys as I learn if you guys are interested. My personal way of thinking is because it's so easy to get started and it's not rocket science the way some of us think, and we don't need a broker, it's not a whole bunch of fees, it's free, you can just start doing it, it's easy. So my personal thought process is jump into it and figure it out. So start with a little bit of money, you don't have to go crazy, but just me personally knowing that I have money invested in this, it's making me want to learn and make it grow and make it do more. Versus if I didn't have any money in it and I just sat back and said, oh, I'm going to learn about the stock market, I'm not going to have that same level of interest. I'm not going to have that same level of being serious and investing my time, because I'm like, oh, you always say to yourself, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it. But no, my money's in here now, even if it's $2, my money's in here. And I got a free stock, so I want to figure this out. I want to learn how to grow, so just do it. That's what I've been encouraging people. Just jump into it because it's so simple. And a lot of us didn't grow up with this type of information. We didn't grow up with this type of just knowing about this stuff. So don't be afraid. Just jump into it and just try it. Again, you get a free stock just for signing up. So link in the description. And like I said, you know, as I'm learning, we can start talking about this. You guys, if you sign up, we can start building and learning together. And let's all start increasing our wealth. Why not? What do we have to lose? It's free. Another thing, I want to know. All right, maybe I should slow down. I want to know what you guys think about credit. I've been learning a lot of stuff about credit over the past few years. My credit is in a great place. I've been helping a lot of friends and family help establish credit, build their credit, learn about credit. It's not something I've been talking about on the channel though, so I know there's a lot of misconceptions that people have about credit. And if you guys want to talk about this stuff, if you guys want to learn, I'll be happy to share this information with you guys. I may even be able to help some people build or establish their credit. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about those two things as far as stocks and credit. If these are things you want to hear about on the channel, things you're interested in, let me know. I'll start doing those videos. But my thing this year is I want to start sharing a lot more information. I want to start, all across the board, health, fitness, life. You see the stuff I've been putting up. I just want to start helping everybody grow. And we can't all grow unless we share information and conversate and learn from each other. So let me know. Also, I got some giveaways coming. I'm not supposed to talk about this yet. I'm actually supposed to do a whole video, which you guys will see tomorrow, talk about it tomorrow. But I got a giveaway coming soon. So I'm just going to say it's a giveaway coming. It's going to be a good giveaway. It's going to be a big giveaway. And it's going to be concerning black seed oil, Bionatal. That's all I'm going to say. So stay tuned if you want more information. Trust me, you're going to want to know. Anyway, that's it. Let's get on with the video. What's up, everybody? It's Meech. You're tuned into On the Radar, where we cover health, fitness, and tech. So I wanted to show you guys some of the supplements, actually these supplements that I've currently been using for the past 2 or 3 months consistently. I want to show you guys what, I want to show you guys why. It's the summertime. You know, we're all trying to lose weight. We're trying to do our thing. So, we're trying to get healthier. And this is a health channel, and I don't really be talking about health lately because I've been so much talking about other stuff. Well, I do be talking about health because I've been talking a lot about black seed oil, but there's so much other things involving health and all that good stuff, so we're gonna get into it. All right, so just a quick little rundown. I've been getting back into shape lately, getting myself back on point, getting my mind right, all that good stuff. So I've been fasting. I threw a video up about fasting, kind of talking about fasting. So I've been fasting consistently for about 2 or 3 months. I've lost 16 pounds, 15 pounds. And I've basically been fasting 16 hours a day, eating around 2 meals a day most of the time, eating a lot of salad. I've never been into salad. I'm gonna show you guys in another video how I make my salads, because somebody left a comment the other day and they was like, yo, basically they never ate, salad either. So they was like, yo, because you were saying that, I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna show you guys what I put into my salads because, just for anybody who just, you might want to know, you might be new into salads. So trust me, if you don't, man, I was missing out for years. Anyway, let me stay focused. I'm starting to get hype over that. Yo, it's really crazy. All right, but so I've been, eating twice a day for the most part. Exercise consists of a lot of walking. I walk at least 30 minutes a day. Sometimes, that's the minimum. I try to get in as much walking as I can. I do home workouts, push-ups, some dumbbell work. That's pretty much it. And then I hit the gym a few times a week, but I haven't been going real crazy like I used to. It's just I'm doing a million different things. We all say that. Some of us make excuses, and we really can find the time if we really wanted to. We're just not actually motivated. Some of us actually are so busy, but there's always things that you can do if you're trying to get into shape, you're trying to lose weight. There's always something you can do. So whether it's, if you can't get into the gym consistently, like I said, you can walk. You can be extra active. Like, for instance, if I go to a parking lot, if I'm shopping somewhere, I purposely park, as far away as I can so that I have to walk an extra distance. I do anything to be a little bit more active. I use a step tracker. That helps. I set a daily goal and I try to meet and exceed that goal. Those little things help. So if you can't get to the gym, if you can't work out, if you can't do all the things you're supposed to do, find other little ways to hack the system throughout the day just to be a little bit more active. See, when you look at it from that perspective, then you realize, okay, there are little things that I can start doing and it's really no excuse. So at that point, if you can't do those little things just to get the ball rolling, then you're not actually serious about improving your health, improving your fitness, and you really have to take a real evaluation into what you're doing. So we'll get into more of that later. We're supposed to be talking about supplements. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown of just my fitness goals, because I don't be doing the gym videos and all that stuff no more. So like I said, I'm walking, light workouts, and since I've been fasting, increasing my supplements, and this is the thing, a lot of times we take supplements because we just think we're supposed to take it. So like, you have to know what works for you, what you actually need. Go to a doctor, get a checkup. So for instance, I had a blood work recently and the doctor told me I needed more more D. So I have a video about it if you don't know about D, vitamin D, but you get your vitamin D from the sunlight. If you're in New York, the East Coast, certain places where, you go through the long winter, not a lot of sun, you got the tall buildings and all that, you don't get as much sun as you're supposed to, so you need to supplement. You can get it through a little bit of certain foods, but definitely through your vitamins. But the best thing is try to get into the sun as much as possible. So look at it like this. If you get out into the sun because you need the vitamin D, go out into the sun. Sometimes I just go out and just stand there in the sun, just, do whatever, talk on the phone, just hang out, do whatever. Or that's when you go for your walk. So you're hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. Now let me show you another trick what I like to do. I be on a lot of different business calls and stuff like that. So what I like to do is when I'm on a call, I start walking around. If I'm in the house, I walk back and forth through the whole time I'm in the house. So think about this. If you're on a call, let's say you're on a call for 40 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, if you just walk back and forth pace throughout your house, you get a lot of walking in, a lot of exercise when you don't even realize it because you're on the phone, as opposed to sitting down for, the length of that time. Move around, do what you got to do. A lot of times also I'll go out I have to take a call, I'll go outside and I'll walk around my neighborhood while I'm on the phone. So I'm getting my exercise, I'm getting my phone calls done and whatever business I need to handle, and I'm soaking up some sun in the process. So you're doing 3 things at once. You're multitasking, but 2 of those things that you're multitasking on is benefiting your health. So find those different ways to incorporate, you know, the different things. Like, I'll get into more of that later, but so that's just what I've been doing. So back to the supplements. Don't just take supplements because. Find out what you actually need as far as what your body may be lacking. Also, other things, if you're taking them, take them for a period of time and see what changes that you notice, whether good or bad. And also, obviously, do your research first. So, you know, just take things blindly because. Figure out exactly what you need. So like some of these things that I've been taking, I'm taking them currently. I started taking some of these because I wanted to see what they did. I've been monitoring them, and now I know what some of these things are doing, so I keep doing it. Other things I may have cut out, you know. So, all right, let's get into it. So the first thing you guys all know, black seed oil. I take black seed oil daily. If you don't know about black seed oil, this ain't the video for that. I got 1,000 videos. I'll leave the link up here and in the description. Check it out. But obviously, most of you guys know that subscribe to me. I don't have to talk about black seed oil. Take it twice a day. You know what it is. You know all the millions of health benefits. There you go. All right. So other than that, I take my B12. Now B12, I'm going to refer to my notes. B12, I take 5,000 milligrams. This is the particular brand. It's the Kirkland brand. I get it from Costco. I like Kirkland brand, and I'm not. That I'm using, most of these brands, I use these brands for a reason, and I'll touch on it lightly, but you can use whatever you want. I just suggest that you do your research on your particular brands because not every brand is made equal. Some of these brands are you know, low quality, high quality. Just do a little bit of research on the brand. Don't just go for the best price and all that type of stuff. Don't go for the fancy labels. Do a little bit of research. So Kirkland brand, like I said, it's a Costco brand. I just trust their stuff. I've done some background on them. I trust their products. So B12, I take, again, as I said, 5,000 milligrams a day. I actually take, I don't know if you should, but I take 2, sometimes 3 of these a day. But definitely my first dose is like I just took one a little while ago. Maybe that's why I have so much energy. I'm talking a little bit fast. But I take 5,000 milligrams, so I usually take 2 of these. So damn, that's like 10,000 milligrams. That's probably why I'm so hyped right now. Because I don't do a whole lot of caffeine anymore, so this gives me that little bit of boost. So they are quick dissolve. I forgot what they're called when you, I can't think of the name, but you put them under your tongue. I think they're called sublingual. I should know this stuff because my job, this is what anyway. I should know all these pills and what the names and what they do. You put it under your tongue, it dissolves, has nice little flavor, and you know, you feel that boost right away. But B12 is good for, if you don't know, energy, blood flow. It's good for your nervous system, brain function. It helps with your red blood cell production. It helps with anemia, helps with mood and depression, skin, hair, and nails, all that stuff. So when it's boosting your red blood cells, it's increasing your blood flow, it's increasing your energy, it's making you feel good. It does a lot. I recommend trying out B12 if you don't already know about it. Moving on, D3. So this is the D3. I'm taking D because I don't get enough sun. My doctor actually told me to take 4,000 IUs a day. So I take 2 of these. That's 2,000 times 2. It's 4,000 IUs. So this is actually the only thing my doctor actually told me that I needed. Now, this brand is the Now brand. It's just one of the best brands out there from what I've looked into and seen. So I'm just comfortable with their products. So I rock with them. If you're deficient in D3, you know, it's energy, it's your mood, it's definitely, you know, and anybody who doesn't, real quick, briefly, I'll put the video up here so you can really get into it. But again, you get D vitamin through, vitamin D through the sun. Your body absorbs it, gives you energy, gives you all that good stuff. It's overall extremely beneficial for your health. People that are deficient in D3, they get really depressed. They get really lackadaisical. Sometimes they can't like move. It's really bad when you're really vitamin D deficient. So 2 things: if you lack energy, if your mood sucks, if sometimes you just can't get out the bed, you can't walk, I would start with vitamin B12 and vitamin D3. Check those things out. But again, do a blood work test and see what your body is actually lacking, because that makes a difference. Because sometimes when you're really, really deficient in vitamin D, the doctor will give you this pill that's really, really high potent, and you have to take it, I think, once a week or once a month or something like that. But I think it's once a week, but it's like really concentrated, and you know, it's like you really need vitamin D. So moving on. Chlorella. Where's my chlorella? Chlorella. Again, this is another Now product. Chlorella, I take 1,000 milligrams a day. You're actually supposed to take 3 tablets. I'm only taking 1 tablet. But this is good for, what it is green algae. It's actually a superfood if you don't know. It's high in nutrients. It detoxifies heavy metals out of your body. So a lot of negative things that we ingest, we come in contact with through food, through water, through different, just in our environment. We have a lot of heavy metal contaminants in our body. These greens like chlorella, and then I'm going to talk about spirulina, these things help to remove those things. They actually, on a molecular level, they bond to those things, and they actually help to bring it out of your body. So these things is really good for that. So it's detoxifying you. It's getting your body clear of stuff that is basically is harmful to you. So that's really good. So it's an antioxidant. It boosts your immune system, and like I said, it's heavy in a lot of nutrients, a lot of green. Anything green, basically, when it comes to like algae, the greens like spinach and just green plant-based foods. Anything green is going to benefit you. So just always remember that when you're trying to be health conscious. Always greener the better. So definitely look this stuff up. Now, again, if I didn't say this in the beginning, I want you guys to take what I'm telling you, but I want you guys to do your own research on all this individual stuff so you can really, really get in depth. There's too much stuff for me to go too in depth and really, you know, break down everything. So I'm just giving you the basic rundown. This is the stuff that I take. I'm kind of telling you why. The spirulina and the chlorella also. And so the next thing, let me get to this, is the spirulina. I take 1,000 milligrams. Again, this is something you're supposed to take 3 of. I only take 1 a day currently. Sometimes I'll take 2. It's just enough damn pills for the day, right? But spirulina is also an antioxidant. It's anti-inflammatory. It lowers your bad LDL and triglycerides. It is good for muscle and strength and endurance. So it's just something else that is high in nutrition. It's going to help get the negative stuff out of your system, out of your cells, and it just works very well in conjunction with chlorella also. So those are 2 things that they're definitely powerful. They have a lot of protein in them. They have a lot of different nutrients. So you have to look at it as, but you know, we take certain things because we might need an antioxidant, we might need, you know, different things, but with all of these things being nutrient rich, which is important, excuse me, a lot of the foods that we're eating, especially all this processed foods, it doesn't have real nutrients in most of the foods that we eat. So we think we're eating healthy stuff, we think we're doing things that's good for us, but we're not getting everything we should. Even some of these some of the vegetables and the fruit, they're GMO. So that means that they don't have the same potency that the stuff did from years ago. So when we're eating our vegetables, our greens, our fruits, we say, oh, I'm eating this because it has this in it, and I'm getting strong, has my iron, has my potassium, all this stuff. It's not as potent as you think. A lot of this stuff isn't as potent as you think it is, because it's just not the same as it used to be, because a lot of this stuff is GMO. A lot of this stuff you have to think about what soil it's being made in, and if it has contaminants in the soil. And most of the stuff we get, as far as the stuff that's being planted, the actual nutrients, the vitamins and minerals, it comes from the soil. But most of the soil that's being used is terrible nowadays. So we're not getting the actual nutrients we think we are. So this is where these type of supplements come really, really, and it makes it important, because we're getting those actual vitamins and minerals that we don't even realize we're not getting, and is valuable. We're getting it in this supplementation. And so again, just think about that. So next thing is turmeric. Turmeric, you know, a lot of people use this for cooking and all this. I personally don't. It's in a lot of curry and stuff like that, but it is incredible anti-inflammatory. It is good for brain function, antioxidant. It's good for depression. This particular one is Farm Haven. All of these things, I will leave a link in the description so you can check them out. But this is Farm Haven. I actually don't know anything about this company. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really look them up. I just was looking for something because when you take turmeric, you have to take needs black pepper to activate to make it bioavailable. So your body doesn't absorb and take in the turmeric the way it needs to if it's not combined with black pepper. So before I had this, I had a different brand. It didn't have the black pepper in it. So I'm taking the tablets, but then right after I'm taking a spoonful of pepper and then washing it down with water. That's not enjoyable. I did it for about a month, but it was like, I can't keep doing it. So I just grabbed these because I knew it had it in it. So I don't actually know a whole lot about this company. But it is 1,965 milligrams. You have to take 3 pills at a time. They say take up to 6 pills a day. Now, what I have known is, what I've noticed with this particularly is, I feel like since I started taking the turmeric, I felt like in the beginning, it definitely was I was having more bowel movements. I felt like it was cleaning me out. So I don't know if this is actual. This is just my personal, what I think and how I felt. I felt like it was decreasing some of the inflammation and my bowels and letting it, you know, just get rid of extra stuff. I don't know if that's a fact. That's just what I feel. But but you know, I definitely have noticed since I've been taking it consistently that I've been slimming down. So you know, I was already fasting. I was already doing the stuff that I was doing. I was seeing results. But I felt like this kind of started speeding it up. I felt like I started appearing slimmer to myself in the mirror. So as far as now, I'm you know, I'm gonna keep taking it, and even if it's a placebo effect on that end, I felt like it did something. I noticed some change, so I'm gonna keep doing it. But definitely the known benefits of this is real as far as the anti-inflammatory and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take it for that, because here's another thing that we don't realize when it comes to inflammation. Inflammation isn't always, you know, just being bloated and thinking, oh, I look fat because I'm inflamed and this and that. A lot of the majority of the inflammation that we have is actually in our inside where we can't see. Our internal organs, stuff like that, is inflamed, and we don't see that. A lot of stuff in the inside of us is inflamed. So this is where these things come in handy. So it's not always about you have to worry about on the outside. You have to worry about what's going on in the inside. So that's why it's definitely good to worry about inflammation. Other things when it comes to inflammation, like people who shave, like men, our skin, if you notice, when you shave, it'll be different. So if when you eat stuff that's, and I notice this when I eat things that's not good for me, when I eat extra sugar, when I eat too much meat, my skin is different. The way my skin behaves when I shave, it's different. It's more inflamed, it's more red, it's more irritated. When my hair is growing back to ingrown hairs, they grow differently. It's just, you start to notice when you pay attention how inflammation works in different ways. So let's move on. So the next thing is CMOS. A lot of us, people who follow Dr. Sebi, everybody, you know, it's one of the biggest things he spoke about is CMOS. So I've been trying CMOS. This one particular one is from Alkaline Herb Store. I'll put it in the description. I've been using this. You take 1 capsule. I take 4 capsules a day. And before that, I was using Pharmacy for Life. Their products are good also. I was using them. I started going with Alkaline because, so anybody that's in the rap, anybody that knows Styles P from the Locks, he is the owner of this company, Pharmacies for Life. So I was trying this stuff out to show support. He's one of my favorite artists. So these products were actually good. I liked them. I made several orders, several purchases, and they were working for me. But I went with Alkaline Herb Store because it honestly is a little bit cheaper, and they give me a little bit more. And they're both black-owned stores, which I like, black-owned companies. So I like to support. But both of these products, that you know, these companies are good. But so if you don't know about CMOS, it is a seaweed, and it has 92 of the 102 minerals and vitamins that our bodies need. So again, we're not getting the proper nutrients from the food we eat, and that's when we eat healthy. So if you're eating unhealthy, you're really not getting as much stuff as you're supposed to get. So this replenishes a lot of that stuff you're not getting. And it's good with skin issues. It's great for thyroid issues. It gets rid of mucus, which I've been noticing that. So I definitely, out of all of this stuff, this is one of the most important things. I think you guys should look up CMOS. Definitely check it out. You can get it in pill form. You can get it in powder form. You can also get it in its raw natural form, which you have to, it's the actual seaweed. You have to cook it and then, do whatever you do with it. But definitely check out all forms of this. But this stuff is great. What I've noticed about this is I feel like it has decreased my anxiety levels. I feel a lot more energetic. I feel a lot more, and I feel like it has a lot to do with this, but I'm going to also just base all that on everything that I'm taking collectively. And this is why this is what I'm taking. This is what I'm going to keep taking, because I've seen the increased energy levels. I've seen the increase, my anxiety levels has decreased. I feel a lot more motivated. I just feel overall better. I feel a noticeable difference with all of this stuff. So this is what I'm rocking with. So definitely check out CMOS. Definitely check it out. If you don't know about it, you'll really be surprised all the different things that this thing can do for you. So this is the CMOS. So the other thing with this was I was taking the CMOS with the Bladderwrack. Now, if you don't know about Bladderwrack, Bladderwrack is, it'll make you use the bathroom, which is good. It will clean you out, but not in a crazy way where it's uncontrollable. You've got to stay close to the bathroom, but it will get, start cleaning you out. Now, so if you just don't know, so a lot of people are constipated. They don't have good bowel movements. A lot of people don't like to talk about this, but this is important because if you're not having consistent flow with your bowel movements, you're not getting rid of all this excess waste, this excess toxins, all this stuff staying in your system. So if you're the type of person, you don't use the bathroom at least once a day, if you're constantly constipated, you don't use the bathroom a lot, this increases, your bloating, because this stuff is backing up in your system. This stuff is toxic. So if the toxic stuff can't come out of your body, it's going to sit in your body and it's going to absorb back into your body. So this is definitely not good. But then, you can also have, sometimes a lot of people have and even more pounds of waste just in there, just trapped in their intestines. So that increases your weight. It increases your water retention. It makes you overall unhealthy. Your skin is not good, and it starts to come out through your skin. So it's a lot of different things why you need to be having constant bowel movements, because it affects your overall health. So these type of things, take them, let these things flush you out. My thing is, a lot of people like to do detox stuff and colon cleanses. Those things are good, but you don't want to take something just once in a while that's going to flush you out, and then you're not going to be using the bathroom again for another time, then you do it again. You want something that's going to have you flowing continuously so your body stays in a good state. So that's just that. So with this particular brand, they have the Iris CMOS with the Bladderwrack. So you're getting your vitamins and minerals while you're getting the other stuff that's flushing you out. So it's working in conjunction. So what you're supposed to do with this is you're supposed to take it for a certain amount of time until you're basically cleaned out. You're getting your nutrients, and then you switch over to just using the CMOS so you can get your nutrients, all the way. Because with the one with the CMOS and the Bladderwrack, it's predominantly Bladderwrack, because the main focus is to flush you out, and then you're getting the nutrients also. But start taking the CMOS by itself, so you get all of the nutrients. You just know what I'm saying. I'm starting to get jumbled up, but basically after that, my Vintage Bright. You guys know I've been talking about this for years from Old School Labs. This is the most official stuff. I love this stuff. I still love it. Still take it. Still recommend it to a lot of people. The thing with this is I don't take a whole lot of caffeine like I used to, so I don't take this all the time anymore, but I always keep this close. I keep this in my gym bag. I keep it in the kitchen. I keep it in my room. I keep it everywhere. I always keep this on deck. So you know, is great for energy. It's great for focus. The one thing that I've noticed since I started eating healthier, since I started taking the correct supplements, since I started, you know, the black seed oil, all these different things, fasting, my energy is much better consistently. So I have less need to take caffeine. So overall, caffeine has its benefits, but too much caffeine is not good for you. Most of us know that. And I used to, like most people, you know, I don't drink coffee. A lot of people drink coffee in the morning. They need that to get themselves going. Then they need more in the afternoon and all that. I've noticed since I've been doing these things, again, fasting, eating healthier, and taking the proper supplements, my energy is always good. I rarely need caffeine. And when I do, I can take some caffeine and just, I don't have to take a lot of it. But I've noticed that, like I said, my energy is just different. I don't get the brain fog that I used to get, where, you know, your brain feels all cloudy and unfocused and you confused. In the middle of the day, I don't get a crash, or I feel like, oh, I'm starting to drain, I need a nap, or I need something, you know, some caffeine. I don't go through that stuff anymore. And those are the things that, you know, like I've mentioned in other videos, we tend to think that those things are normal and it's regular, and it's not. And that's because a lot of times it's from the carbs that we're eating. It's from just the different foods that we're eating we're not supposed to be eating. We're not getting the right supplements. We're not sleeping right. We're trying to combat all of that by taking a whole bunch of caffeine. And then the caffeine is all it's going to do is it's going to keep you awake. So then you don't get enough sleep, and it just starts a crazy cycle. So when you get in a healthy point where everything, where everything is flowing, you know, well and smoothly, you realize you don't need those other things that end up being crutches to keep your energy going. You feel a lot more natural. You feel less agitated and jumpy, because that's what the caffeine does. And the thing with Bright, right? I definitely recommend this. I have a friend that I put onto this lately, and I'm trying to get him on the channel to talk about this in the black seed oil, because he's raving about these things the way I do, because now he's like, yo, it's real. So like he was telling me, well, so the thing is with the Bright is, don't take too many. You have to assess your tolerance first, because I used to take 2 capsules. Everybody doesn't need 2 capsules. So some people that has taken 2 capsules, they realize it's too much. And then they're like, oh, it was too much. You have to assess your tolerance first. And also you have to realize with taking any caffeine products, you have to realize if you take Vintage Bright, for instance, it's giving you a little bit of caffeine. I forgot how much caffeine is in it. I can't see it right now. But you have to realize it's giving you caffeine. So if you're drinking other things with caffeine throughout the day, it's going to make it worse. So if you started off your day with a couple of cups of coffee, or a 5-hour energy or something, or Red Bull, and then, you know, later on you're like, oh, I need some focus, I'm going to take this, and then it's more caffeine. Sometimes people don't realize that. So when you keep stacking caffeine on top of each other, you start bugging out. It's too much. Even though sometimes when you say, okay, I drank this caffeine earlier, you think it's starting to wear off, and then you take something else, you got to understand the levels of caffeine that you're putting in your body. So just be mindful of that with any type of caffeine. But Vintage Bright is the truth. That's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys are taking as for supplements. Let me know, and not only let me know what you're taking, but let me know what you've noticed. Let me know why you're taking this stuff in the comments. Let me know what you're taking. Let me know why you're taking it, and let me know what differences that you notice, what improve. Sorry about that. My memory card ran out. I had to switch memory cards. But in closing, like I said, let me know what you're taking, why you're taking it, and what results you've been noticing from it. Because again, in the comment section helps other people, you know, gather information. So like I always say, let's help each other help each other. So till next time, stay fitness. I was going to give you guys some details about some stuff, but I guess I'm going to wait since I forgot and I already started wrapping up. So stay tuned, because I got some stuff coming so that you're going to be interested in. So till next time, stay focused, stay fit. Please hit that like button, show your support. All relevant links will be in the description so you can check it out. Till next time, stay focused, stay fit, all that stuff. Salute. Just messed up my outro, but salute.